On the eighth day of the winter session, Law Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal will respond in Lok Sabha on the issue of election reforms. Opposition parties including Rahul Gandhi accused the BJP and Election Commission of allowing vote theft through the special intensive revision process. The discussion took place on Tuesday where the opposition demanded transparency. The government is expected to strongly defend the SIR process and may also announce steps to ensure clean and fair elections. The reply of the Law Minister is expected to be detailed. The Indigo flight crisis has now brought DGCA, India's aviation regulator, under the government scanner. Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu said in an interview that not only Indigo but DGCA's functioning will also be investigated. He apologized to passengers who suffered delays and inconvenience. The minister said strict action will be taken against whoever is responsible. He also added that if needed, the CEO could be removed. The government wants airlines to improve operations so that passengers do not face similar problems again. India is preparing to protect Delhi NCRs from missile drone and fighter jet attacks by installing a multi-layer air defense system. The Defense Ministry is accelerating work on this project. Senior defense officials said the new integrated air defense weapons system will be fully made in India. The major components include DRDO's QRSAM missiles and the new VSHO RADS system. Once activated, this defense network will detect threats within seconds and destroy them before they can reach the capital. It will significantly strengthen India's national security. Suspended TMC MLA Humayun Kabir created a stir by calling himself the Owaisi of Bengal. Speaking to reporters, he said he has close relation with AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi. Kabir strongly mentioned that Owaisi told him he is the Owaisi of Hyderabad and I am the Owaisi of Bengal. His statement triggered political reactions from the ruling party and opposition. Kabir was suspended earlier due to disagreement with party leadership. His latest remarks are expected to heat up political debate in West Bengal. In the major fire incident at the bridge by Romeo Lane nightclub in Goa, police have detained business partner Rajay Gupta from Delhi. The fire broke out on December 6, causing significant damage and raising questions about the club's safety. Police are investigating whether proper fire clearances and safety measures were followed. Gupta's detention will help officers understand the operational lapses. The Luthra brothers who own the club are also under scrutiny. More arrests may take place as the investigation continues. At Pune International Airport, the Air Intelligence Unit seized hydroponic marijuana worth Rs 2.29 crore from a passenger arriving from Bangkok. The traveller came on Indigo flight 6A1096 and was stopped after profiling by officers. The drug was found hidden inside his luggage. He has been arrested under the NDPS Act. Officials said hydroponic marijuana is growing using advanced technique and is in high demand in illegal markets. The seizure reflects increasing vigilance at airports to prevent international drug smuggling. A major incident took place in Florida when a small aircraft made an emergency landing on the busy I-95 highway near Merritt Island. The pilot was forced to land after a technical problem mid-air. While descending onto the highway filled with traffic, the plane crashed into a 2023 Toyota car. The woman driving the car was injured, though her condition is stable. Emergency crews quickly reached the spot and diverted traffic. Investigations are underway to find out what went wrong with the aircraft before the emergency landing. Pakistan Army spokesperson Ahmad Sharif Chaudhry is facing massive criticism after a video of him winking at women journalist Absar Komal during a press briefing went viral. Komal had questioned him about the charges against Imran Khan. Responding sharply, Chaudhry called Imran a mental patient and then suddenly winked at her. The clip spread fast on social media, with users calling it disrespectful and unprofessional. Many people said the country has turned into a joke and that its democracy is collapsing. The stock market turned volatile on Tuesday as the Sensex slipped sharply from its day high. After hitting an early peak, the index fell nearly 400 points and settled around 84,600. The Nifty also faced heavy selling pressure and dropped about 130 points from its intraday high. Experts say profit booking and global market weakness triggered the sudden fall. Banking, IT and metal stocks were among the top losers. Traders remain cautious ahead of key economic data and global cues, but analysts expect